Have you been wondering what it's like to live in Avondale, Arizona? Well, in today's video, I am driving through Avondale, showing you guys what you can expect, showing you some of the commercialized areas, like what type of shopping you have, and then also showing you some of the subdivisions themselves. Today, we're definitely going to be going through some of my favorite neighborhoods in Avondale. I live in Avondale, so I'm very familiar with the area, but we're going to be talking about some new homes, we're going to be talking about some older homes, and we're going to be talking about some RV garages. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and keep on watching. Welcome back to Phoenix Living. I'm Nicole Baker. Today we're going over exactly that, but before we get started, you know the drill. I gotta let you know I'm a licensed realtor here in this beautiful state, so if you've been wanting to relocate, go ahead and reach out. My number and email are popping up. I would love to assist you. If you're not quite ready to reach out yet, go ahead and subscribe because I post videos every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. and just make sure you're subscribed because I see a lot of you guys watch my videos but you're not subscribed. Subscribe, and let's get started in today's video. We are in the first area right when you get off the freeway over on Avondale Boulevard, and this whole entire area is fairly new. I would say most of this stuff has been added within the last couple years. Right here we have a brand new Starbucks, which you guys know. If you don't know, I'm obsessed with Starbucks, and so anytime I see a Starbucks go up, I'm like, oh, perfect. Now I can go there when I'm, in Avondale on this side, because there's really not a Starbucks that was super convenient to this location. I did have an apartment here once before, and also I lived in this area once before in just like a regular home, and it was really inconvenient. Should have not gone this way, but it'll give me more time to talk to you guys. Today in this video, this is what, the fourth part of this series, which is kind of crazy. We've done a lot of parts of Avondale so far. So we've done the pros and cons. We've done a map tour. If you haven't seen that, that's a really good video. What else have we done? We've done the north side of Avondale. So a lot of shopping over there. In today's video, we're gonna show really this one main shopping center that's like kind of right off the freeway. In today's video, we're mostly going to be focusing actually on some housing. So I think that that's really cool. If you guys like or would like me to focus more on housing, let me know in the comments down below. I know I really spend a lot of the time mostly in the like commercialized areas. At least I try to spend a lot of time there, just because obviously you want to know what you're going to be getting yourself into. But I want to know from you guys what you think, whether or not you want to see more housing or not. So today we're going to be checking out 3 different neighborhoods in this south side of Avondale. I'm going to pop up a map so you guys can know exactly where I am today. Like I said, we already did the north side. We're doing the south side, and then there's one more north side that's a little bit further east that we're going to be doing next time. So you guys will be able to stick around for that if you are subscribed. Today, outside of the neighborhoods, we're going to be going over to the shopping center. So before we get there, I'm just, waiting at this light. A little bit of traffic here at 3:30. It is going into the snowbird season, so there's going to be a lot more people on the road here, but not as bad as some of you guys that are living in LA and states like that where, traffic is just absolutely insane. So anyways, as we're heading over there, I'll tell you guys a little bit about the shopping centers and stuff that are nearby here. Like I said, we were in that Starbucks. We got a couple hotels right over there. The sports center is over there, which is kind of like indoor soccer fields and things like that. If you're really into that could be a cool spot. They also have so much shopping that's going in just like right in these areas, which is really nice. What else was over there? Dutch Bros, the second coffee of the day. Had to have Dutch Bros. They have really good pumpkin drinks. And then you also have a little cafe over there called Penny's, which is really cute. They have some good protein shakes, and just, it's kind of like a little cafe if you're into like, I don't remember if I ever said the word, which I'm pretty sure I didn't in my last video, brunch, in between breakfast and lunch. What was I thinking, guys? I don't know. So that's over there. Lots of apartments going up in this area. Lots of apartments in general going up in Phoenix because obviously you guys know, like, we're kind of in a housing crisis in general. So there are a lot of apartments going up just to create more and more affordable housing. Just something that I've noticed in the last little bit of time. So if you don't like that, I don't know what to say, because I feel like you're gonna have a hard time finding a house that doesn't have any apartments near it at all. That would be probably not in a larger metro area. So what else is over here? You got another hotel. This is right next to PIR, or not too far away from PIR. You're right off the 10, so there's just gonna be a lot of hotels in general in this area. So if you don't like that, try to focus more on the back end in some of these neighborhoods. Like the first neighborhood we're going to go to is going to be a little bit further away from the freeway, which is nice if you don't want to have, you know, be too close, but you still want to have quick access. And then the second and the third neighborhood are going to be even closer to the freeway. Me personally, I like to have quick access to the freeway because I am lazy, and you guys, I probably shouldn't tell people that I want to help buy houses that I'm lazy, but I want you guys to know I'm lazy when it comes to things that aren't real estate involved. If I have to drive really far to like go get food, it's not gonna work for me. Like I like to be inside my house when I'm not working, so the less time I have to spend outside, the better. You guys can let me know if you guys are the same way. Now we're gonna head over into this other little shopping center right across, and again, the amount of shopping that's available in Avondale and just all the cities that I pretty much tour is crazy. I don't show you guys every single shopping little section, right? Like I do usually on my map tours. So if you do want to know more about like what every single shopping center is, go ahead and check out the map tours. But I would literally probably be driving in these videos for maybe like 40 minutes just to show you guys every single stop and shop that you could possibly go to. So we're just really hitting some of the main spots that I think about when I think about the shopping in this area. Right over here we have CVS, we have Panda Express. I think there's like a little urgent care over here. What else? We got Jack in the Box, Planet Fitness, got a barber. This whole area is a little bit older. That previous section that I was talking about where the sports complex is, that's a little bit newer. And I think that they're gonna continue to build out in this area. I mean, there's been like 4 or 5 new spots that have literally opened in the last year or two. So that's really cool and convenient if you are like me again. So what else is over here? Got a couple little Mexican restaurants. I think this is like a water and ice place, barbershop, nail salon. I think I already said Jack in the Box. Oh, what else is over here? There's a QT over here, the Planet Fitness, and then one street down from here is even more like shopping that I would say is probably going to be your guys' like main go-to for groceries and things like that, because they have a Fry's over there. And then also you have a Super Target not too far from here that might be considered Tolleson. I'm not sure if it's Avondale or Tolleson, but either way, it's on the cusp. Little shopping center with the Fry's and all of that, I do want to mention you have this railroad right here that we're passing over right now. Of course, there's going to be an occasional train that you're going to hear if you're going to live in like this south end. Like I said, I lived here before. I don't live on the south end anymore, but when I did, I don't really remember hearing the train very often. I don't think I've ever been actually physically stopped there where I couldn't pass through that light because of a train. So keep that in mind, but also, you know, do with that information as you please and use your own discretion whether or not you want to even hear a possibility of hearing a train. I don't know that the south end, especially some of the main neighborhoods that we're going over today, are going to be the option, maybe a little bit more south. There are some really pretty new build communities over in that area if, you know, you don't want to be too close to the train and you don't mind being a little bit further away from the freeway. Right over here is the Fry's. You have a little gas station, Wells Fargo. This is going to be your main shopping like grocery store. There's also a Costco if you guys are really into Costco's and you do all your grocery shopping there. That would be a really good option. I'm just trying to think, is there any there's another Fry's maybe 10 minutes away on the north side of Avondale. So you'll have options. I just like to mention, even if it's not necessarily the one that you're going to be going to and traveling to the most, it's nice that there are a few, because then it keeps these ones being less crowded, you know, because then they can go to other places. Hopefully that makes sense. You have a little Chinese food place here, another Taco Bell, Domino's. I think there was a Burger King on the corner over here. And then also something to mention is like, you have all different types of housing here. We're gonna see some of the, you know, more expensive housing options in just a minute once we get into that neighborhood, especially, you know, RV garages. RV garages could be a $70,000, $60,000 upgrade depending on the builder. So of course that might not be necessary for everyone, but you also have older homes like we have in front of us that are gonna be a little bit more affordable if that's something that you're interested in and looking for, or even just like an investment property. One of those older homes with no HOA might be a really good option. So let's head on over. We're not too far away from the RV community now. Something else I wanted to mention about Avondale, especially the south end, is you are going to see more industrial sized buildings. If that's something that you're not interested in at all, I would definitely stray away from like certain parts of Avondale. And you guys can always let me know these kind of things whenever we are, you know, going over all the details in our Zoom calls, because I want to know everything about you guys so I can implement whatever is most important to you when I am looking for homes for you, because a lot of you guys are looking virtually, and obviously I'm going to be your eyes and ears for everything. So I want to know literally every single detail, like anything that you can think of about what you're looking for in a home is what I need to know. So keep that in mind too. Like I would definitely start keeping like a little bit of a list, like for whenever the time comes to you guys reaching out to me, so that way you do you're able to communicate exactly what you're looking for, because it'll make the whole process a little bit easier. So right here you just saw in front of us a second ago the RV garage. Richmond American is huge for RV garages. Granted, they only make 45, well, okay, they don't only make. I've learned a lot about RV garages since helping one of my clients who found me on this YouTube channel. And right here, these are about 45-foot RV garages. They do have a plan here that is a 50-foot, or maybe it's 40 feet actually. And then there is one plan that has a 45-foot or 46-inch or something like that. But if you have a huge RV, and which I think is the max size, Dennis, comment down below if I'm wrong, but there is, you know, some that are bigger than others. You want to keep that in mind and let me know, because some RV garages are just not going to work out for you, as we're slowly learning, right? That, you know, a client of mine, his RV is just huge apparently, and no builders are making RV garages that size except for a couple. So we found a few, but anyways, not the point. These RV garages are pretty cool though, because some of them I saw from the back end off that main road that they have what looks like to be like a pull-through garage, which is a super cool addition to some of these homes. Like I said, these are Richmond American homes. This whole little area, Vista del Verde, I think is what the community is called, the actual subdivision itself. They have a few different phases throughout, and they have a couple different size homes and style homes. So they have their smaller plan and they have their bigger plan, and then they also have RV garages. RV garages are a little bit harder to find no matter what size you're looking for, because one, they're kind of expensive to have. Granted, these homes are on the more affordable end, so that's cool. Affordable for an RV garage, of course, you're probably looking closer to like 500 to 600,000 if you really want that RV garage, and there might be some places that are going to have those a little bit more affordable than others. I would say these are one of the more affordable options. But I forgot where I was going with that. if you're not looking for an RV garage, you'll have some more affordable options. I'm gonna head over here on the right-hand side now and kind of drive through some of this community. This is where the new home office is, but as you can see right in front of us, we have a big old park. Oh, looks like they've gotten some more new homes. I'm gonna have to stop in there and check it out. But I also had a client already purchase in this community, and it's literally one of the perfect locations. Like, he loves the location just strictly because it is so close to the freeway. That's one of my favorite things about this spot, and also the two other neighborhoods that we're gonna go into after this. But that was a really cool thing. And then another thing that I wanna mention about Richmond is they do have a plan that has kind of like a living room connected to a bedroom, so almost like a multi-generational situation. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, so it doesn't have like the kitchenette, it doesn't have its own laundry situation, which they do have houses like that. If you guys want me to tour some, I can definitely do that for you guys in the future. Just leave that in the comments below. But it's cool if you do have, you know, say a parent or something along those lines that's going to be living with you. It might be very beneficial to have a situation where, you know, they have their own living space connected to their bedroom, because they could have like a couch in there. I think the family that I helped, they ended up making it just like a little kids playroom and then just using the bedroom. But again, it can grow with you. So if you have an older, you know, child and they're a teen and they eventually want to do something, have that as like their hangout space for their friends. I don't know, whatever you guys want to do in the future, right? It doesn't matter. There's options is my point. And he also got a really cool big lot. It's actually going to be one of these homes on the left. But as you can see, there's RV garages. Not every house has an RV garage, and that's because they only have a limited amount of space for these RV garages. So I want you guys to keep that in mind as you're looking. You know, if you find something that you really want, especially if it has an RV, you got to let me know, because you got to kind of bounce on those RV garages pretty quickly. But I'm gonna stop talking and drive around so you guys can see what these houses look like. These were built in the last just couple years, so either 1 to 2 years old probably.